Pierre Poilievre, a multimillionaire landlord who also happens to live in government-subsidized housing, is not only back in Parliament, but he's back to lying, calling our cities war zones. Except it's not really the case. Crime is actually down 3.6% from last year. Now, mind you, crime is still higher than it was in 2015, but historically speaking, over the last 30, 40 years, crime is arguably, on average, the lowest it's ever been for any of the lifetimes of any Canadians currently alive, or at least for those of voting age. And the Toronto Police Service has already said that 2025 is on track to be a better year than last when it comes to violent crime. Shootings, homicides, and auto thefts are all down by double digits since last year. But I thought crime was out of control in Carney's Canada. Ugh, the alliteration. And the Conservatives are suggesting a bunch of new tough-on-crime laws, but here's the thing, while some of them may have some merit and can be debated, other ones literally would not be able to get past the courts. These would violate our charter rights. A 3 strikes and you're outlaw, where serious offenses would stop you from ever getting bail, probation, parole, or house arrest, would literally not stand up. The courts would for sure shut that down. And that would be pretty consistent because in recent history, the Supreme Court of Canada has ruled that for most alleged crimes, release on bail at earliest reasonable opportunity with minimal conditions is the default position. That is not something that the Liberals pushed forward by choice. That was literally something that came down from the courts. And that's partially because of Harper's bad reforms. You see, what happens is that when Conservatives push forward bad crime bills, they get charter challenged, and then the Supreme Court tells the government what they have to do. And Pierre somehow magically says that he doesn't need to invoke the notwithstanding clause to charter-proof his proposals, even though some of his proposals would not be able to get past the charter. They would violate the charter. Meanwhile, Sean Fraser, the Justice Minister, is working on bail reform and other crime bills. And while the Liberals would be open to working with the Conservatives, Pierre doesn't feel like he has to. Pierre just wants to push forward with all of his crazy ideas. And in addition to bail reform, the government is also going to be introducing stricter laws to address hate crimes and sex crimes. And if you're interested in knowing more about those when the government announces them, you can hit the like and follow buttons and I'll make videos about them.